Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews. For today's movie review, we'll be discussing Sylvester Stallone's latest movie, The Samaritan. So let's get into it. So with Samaritan is Sylvester Stallone's latest movie. It's essentially about a young boy who discovers a superhero who is thought to have died many years ago may still be around. So he decides to investigate and try and get to the bottom of this. For me, when it comes to Sylvester Stallone, I absolutely love his movies. Like a lot of his movies, like the Expendable, Rocky, like most of the Rocky movies, Rambo, they are movies that are a classic, and I love those movies. Sylvester Stallone has put out amazing movies throughout his career, and I really enjoy like what he brings to the table. Of course, some of his movies are hit and miss, but generally Sylvester Stallone is such an icon in Hollywood, and the movies that he does make are really good. So I was excited because I saw the trailer of this and thought, okay, this looks really good. And I was genuinely curious to see what they were going to do, since this wasn't like a Marvel or a DC project. It was his like own separate thing. So I'm curious to see what they were going to do with it. And essentially, like as in the description, it's like there was a battle many years ago between two brothers, Samaritan and his brother who is called Nemesis, having a battle, and everybody thought they have died. And so it cuts to present day, and you have this little boy who, I thought the boy did an amazing and phenomenal job in the movie itself. He was funny, he was likable, he was persistent in the throughout the movie itself. Like his character was enjoyable to watch. Like I liked what they did with this little kid, and I liked what he was doing throughout the movie. He wasn't like a side character or anything like that, and he wasn't the annoying kid. I feel like the balance was perfect for him in this movie itself, and I liked his interaction with Sylvester Stallone. Was fun to watch. It was entertaining, it was funny at times, and they had a great dynamic. They had a good chemistry between them, so I really enjoyed that aspect. And also when it comes to like the beginning of the movie itself, like the opening sequence shows you like the history and the lore of the superheroes. Basically, you see the fight scene, you see the sequence, you see the two brothers. I liked what they did with it and how it was portrayed in terms of like what you see on screen. Like it had this comic book storyboard graphic type style of it, of like the actual battle and what happened, and I really enjoyed that. It was really nice visuals and looked amazing on screen. And so then as the movie progresses, the plot was, I would say, fine. It was enjoyable. Like it wasn't slow, it didn't drag on or anything like that. Like I found like the opening sequences, the first act, building up everything, setting the scene for everything in the movie, it was nice, it was good. Side note, I found the hit and run scene, like you see it in the trailers too, when Sylvester Stallone gets hit by a car, I laughed so much, and I shouldn't have, but it was just so funny watching him, the way he just got hit. I feel bad for laughing, but it was just hilarious, and I just had to throw that out there. But I found, like, in terms of the second act, like after the reveal, after the kid finds out Sylvester Stallone is the actual like superhero, he's a Samaritan, like the second act, I just felt like it was very bland. There was no impact to the story. It kind of just like, the word that I'm looking for that comes to mind right now is like, it was dilly-dallying in the story. It just felt like there was no impact, and it could have done more throughout that second act, and I just felt like it needed a better second act to help with the third act, because in the third act there were some good moments and there were some bad moments. I would say like the good moments for me was just watching Sylvester Stallone just beat the crap out of people, and the way he was killing people, the way he was beating up people, it was really fun to watch. Like as I said, I love Sylvester Stallone, I love his movies like Rambo, Rocky, and this was just fun to see, because like you have a really old Sylvester Stallone just beating the hell out of people. It brings you back to the Rambo days of it all, so that was really fun to watch. But then I just felt like the third act, in terms of storyline, it was decent, it was good, but the thing that was putting me off throughout the whole third act was the CGI in it. The CGI just felt very off. Like, I don't know what was going on in the movie or what's going on behind the scenes, but it just didn't look realistic to me. And that's not to say it looked terrible, but it just, because essentially in that third act, in the battle scene, there's some fire going on, but the fire just looked so fake and so bad, it puts you off to what you're watching. So that's the thing that ruined it for me in terms of a battle sequence, is that fire CGI and the visual effects basically of it, which is what is like disappointed me in terms of that. But in terms of overall the movie, I think the movie is fine. It's not the best, but it's equally not the worst. It could have been so much better. From what I saw in the trailer, I did have like a good expectation, a little bit high expectation. I felt like it could have been done so much better. Like some of the scenes, some of the sequences, some of the storyline could have been fleshed out a little bit more, because especially in terms of Sylvester Stallone's character, you don't really get much answers from him. He kind of holds back. Like, the kid asks him questions, but he doesn't really answer it. He's sort of like a mystery throughout the movie, so you don't really get too much answers. You don't really get the character fleshed out. So it just kind of left you feeling like wanting more, but not getting much out of the movie, not getting much out of the story. So I feel like that just left me kind of disappointed. And then the storyline overall, the plot overall, just felt like there was a piece missing to it. So in terms of this movie, I would say if you love Sylvester Stallone, you should check out the movie. It's on Amazon Prime. They've released it. They released it on Amazon Prime. You should check it out if you love Sylvester Stallone, love his movies. However, if you're looking for like a DC, Marvel type superhero movies, this may not cut like the mustard for you, I would say. It is enjoyable, but I wouldn't put it like high on the list of a must-watch movie, I would say. But this is my thoughts and this is my take on the Samaritan movie itself. If you have seen the movie though, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Did it live up to your expectation? Were you left disappointed? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos here. But this is YK Review. Thank you so much for watching.